Where's that treasure map?
It's the Pirate Stacker coming at you. Today is the day we are finally going to make our very own copper bar. Now, full disclosure, I've never done this before. I do want to give a shout out to ToAuto Furnaces. They sent me this for an honest to goodness review, and that's exactly what you're gonna get. So far, the setup has been very easy. However, we haven't started doing anything yet, so who knows what can go wrong. I do want to say, as a disclaimer first here, find out some information before you decide to jump in and start smelting. I am wearing a couple layers of clothes, trying to keep anything from splashing on me, as well as a face shield here. And again, we're dealing with making a 1500 degree melted lava. And anything could happen. If it splashes, you want something on you for it to stop, because it should cool fairly quickly, but if it's skin, it's gonna burn you. So be careful, please caution. And it's a beautiful sunny Florida day, the day that I'm out here trying to pour and wearing more clothes than ever. So we're gonna jump right into it. Now, I set things up. This is my work area, so you can see what we've got here. And it was all real simple. Follow the video on YouTube, read the guidebook. It's pretty straightforward. So we're gonna fire this thing up. And first off, I got this right here. And this right here. Whew, I'm ditching that for just a second. All right, there we go. Voila, we have flame, and we want to turn this we're going to turn it up here to force it, and we're going to 30 psi it says on there, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now you can see we're cooking pretty good here, and before I get into it any further, I'm gonna get my gloves and gear on. Now I'm gonna just kneel down here. This is going at it. We have our gloves. I'm smelting copper, and this is a pure copper that I have. And I'm gonna put these in, and I'm also gonna put this really nice fine copper. Now, I don't know if the bars are gonna be too big. Let's start with that one there and see how big of a bar it gives us. So I'm going to gear up at this point, and I'm going to try and get everything buttoned into these gloves here. This is the kind of Sunday fun the Mrs. Pirate loves to have with me. Trust me, she's enjoying herself. Big shout out to her for filming today. Thank you, babe. And all right, we're tucked in. All right, so we have our crucible here, and at this point I'm just gonna drop it in. Now, we are out here in the open, and if you come look in here, you can see what we've got down there, and it's just a flame, but there's a brick in the bottom there, and we're gonna set that right in the middle of that, and we're gonna let that start to do its thing. And I'm gonna grab this lid, I'm gonna cover it up, we're gonna let that become a fire-breathing dragon, and we'll check it out here in a minute. We're gonna give it a little bit of time. I'll kind of keep track of how long it takes to melt this thing down. We'll look at it in a sec. Coming back at you. All right, so we're about 10 minutes into this, and I am having a technical difficulty. This may not be their problem, but I have checked everything and checked it twice. And here's my situation. If I put the lid on this, it dies. Now, I initially was at 30 psi, then I couldn't get it past 10. Now it's at like 15. I don't know if there's a regulation issue here, But the issue becomes as soon as I put this lid on, which I think it needs in order for it to melt, it kills it. And let me show you. Boom. Now as soon as it gets oxygen, it comes right back, right? Neat trick. But that's not how it's supposed to be. And I'm pretty sure it needs that 30 psi, as it said in the book, to be able to blaze that heat out there and get us where we need to go. Now, I am going to show you inside of here. Take that. Don't do this like I'm doing this. So you can see the copper in there. We got flame dancing. I may need a new phone after this. But you can see what's happening. We're looking at it. And I'm going to just keep playing with this regulator. Now this over here, again, doesn't matter what I do, open all the way, that's it, open all the way. I'm at like 13 psi. If I go the other direction, it tightens up. And then of course, oh, here we go. What's happening? Look at this. Okay, we're back to 30 psi. All right, Pirate's an idiot. It's looking hot. That's good news. I'm not gonna mess with anything. All right, we're gonna give it a minute here. I'm gonna see if I can cover this back up and sweat a little more. Let's see if I can cover this up and have it continue. I think there's just not enough oxygen getting in. Maybe I'm blowing something here. Ah! Back off. You know what? I'm having a guess at that valve. We're coming right back at you. All right, so I've narrowed it down to this. This is our issue. I had it totally closed. Apparently that's an oxygen port. My issue is when lighting this, it sounds like all the gas is going out of here. Maybe I need a bigger torch or flame, I'm not sure. But let's give it a try and let's see what happens this time. All right, so a whole lot of gas smell, a whole lot of hissing, and no catch on this side. I'm gonna light it and then I'm gonna open it and see what happens with that. All right, so here's the deal. I lit it with it closed like it's been, and then I tried to open it up, and as soon as I opened that up on the back end, the flame sucked out of here and I could hear it hissing in the line, and at that point I shut everything down. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not the most gadgety guy in the whole world, and I'm willing to give everything and anything a go. But I can't for the life of me quite figure this out. I'm gonna do more research. I'm gonna come back at it. But as far as ease of use goes, this is not a plug and play unit. I would definitely recommend, having seen other people with the electric unit, if you're just starting out, it plugs in, it melts it like fondue, and you pour it. That is probably much more my speed than this one happens to be. Now, had it all gone right, this is what would have been happening. Boom. I had to come in here. This stuff is cooking. Yes. We got molten hot lava. Whoa, that's heavier than you expect, so be careful. Boom. Like that. My molten lava. That would have gone back. And then I'd have taken this and I'd have flipped it over into a little, dump that brick out, and it would have went into the hot ice. Whoa, sizzle, get in here for the sizzle. So it was heating up, just not molten lava style. Hey, this is one sweaty failed pirate. Thank you all for watching. Things don't always go according to plan, but I'm giving you the real stuff here. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. ToAuto. I apologize to you guys. You deserve better than this. I will do better than this. I'm excited to do it right next time. My apologies on our first time out. That's it for today. That's the pirate. See you next time. Arg.